All right, and now we're recording for YouTube. So hello, YouTube. Hey, everybody that's actually watching this on YouTube. And then I'm going to go switch to... There we go. As you can tell, my HUD looks different again. But that is because this game does not like me. It constantly changes up how my HUD looks every time I log in. And it's so annoying. I don't get why. I just don't get why. I had to sit there and manually readjust it for... I don't even want to know how long. And... yeah, that was something. But in the meantime of me actually, like, going and playing the game in the background, I did go to a wedding, so that was kind of cool. I got to experience that. I unfortunately don't have the footage to show. I mean, I technically do, but at the moment, I actually don't. So maybe if I figure that out, I'll pop it up somewhere on YouTube. I'll probably just kind of plop it in there. I don't know. But we'll start. I haven't played the story in quite some time, so I figured I might as well just hop right back on into that. Any bright ideas? A solitary flash of insight? No? Well then, for want of a better suggestion, I say we try picking Fufulupa's brain again. Who knows, if we work together, we may yet find something of use nestled away within it. What is that? Oh, that's the... oh yeah, my mouse is tiny again. Why? Why is my mouse tiny again? Okay, it's on maximum and okay, I guess I'm just dealing with mouse again. Cool. All right then, cool. And why is that so tiny? Okay, let me see if I can zoom in. All right, let's see. Where is Quest? Why is this so... I thought I fixed all this. Okay, HUD layout. You go. This smaller, I guess. Then we'll go over here. All right, map. Right. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. All right. That'll do. That'll do. The map is kind of tiny, and I can't really fix that again. But all right. So where is this quest at? It's right next to me. Of course. I need to figure out how to change the map HUD, but oh well. Why is the box so huge? Okay. Okay. No. I'm trying to get the thing so I can change the thing, but it's not letting me. I was contemplating as to how the thieves' activities escaped our notice. It's fine, I guess. It's just weird. And then it came to me. There was something amongst our own ranks inspiring with them. A traitor within our own midst. It would be most unfortunate if your fears proved well-founded, Fufulupa. Indeed, if for reasons of security, the concern decided to transfer the remaining crystals stored in Horizon to another location. Plans would be discovered the moment the Brass Blades were informed. Yes, I remember everything that, like, pretty much since we defeated Ultimate Weapon, they're trying, like, some of the races are trying to resummon some of the, trying to summon their primals again and stuff. But such a shipment would surely be well guarded. Would these, as wily as ours, risk open confrontation? Mayhap not, but neither would the concern be eager to present them with such an obvious target. Nay, they might be instead elect to carry out the transfer in secret to entrust the goods to, let us say, a lone Mikote miner, traveling without escort as to not attract undue attention. But who? I see, the concern may as well elect to do that, but travel with so much cargo would be a sinuous task indeed, and this miner would certainly need to rest upon the way. Mayhap north of the bridge to Hemmerley? A fine spot for a rest, would you not agree, Azurius? You lie in wait to the north, and I shall do the same to the south. Forgive me, my friends, but I have received new orders. I must inform my men at once. Call me a cynic, but I would be surprised if these seas lay down their arms to surrender. So that you come prepared to offer them some encouragement. Alright, so chat box is tiny. Well, huge, I should say, not tiny. Let's see. Progress bar, target bar. Status info, main server info. Nope. All right, well, okay. I'm just gonna have to deal with teeny mouse until I can figure that one out again. All right. Don't want to mess around with that right now. Let's see, lie and wait for the thieves, which is over there. Not very far. Why is the map? Why is that so small? Why is my map so small? Whatever. Whatever. Let's just go. Thankfully, I don't have very far to go because I could just fly there. Right here. There we are. It's right there. Come on. Level 50. I mean, it's not terrible at this point because I'm doing rather well for myself. Honestly, I have no idea what I'm going to do about this HUD debacle, but at least my characters' names are tiny. So, I mean, that's fine because that was actually a thing that would bother me. The HUD would make everything too small. Or too large, I mean. And I'm screwing it up because I'm just like all over the place. And why is my name showing again? Oh wait, I'm during battle, duh, that makes sense. That makes sense. I'm okay with that one. I am okay with that. Okay, so right over here. No, I'm not joining the fate. Stubborn to the last, as expected, you are unharmed. A gang of sea wolf thieves, and in Thanaland no less. I suppose there's a first time for everything. Sea wolves, all of them? Aye, and all with the same taste for facial tattoos. Blue, in case you were wondering. Our thieves are a long way from home. Thancred, if you would be so good as to attend to the outstanding matters in Horizon, I have inquiries to make. To Horizon, then. Fululupa would want to hear about your meeting with the thieves. How do you say that without stopping? That's what I want to know. Okay, and back we go. I mean, I'm okay with some of the text being small, but some of the text being too small here and there. It's just my mouse mainly. I'll stop complaining about it for now. On behalf of the Brass Blades of the Rose, I thank you for your service to Horizon. But we have not been idle. While you were afield, we succeeded in identifying the traitor within our ranks. Is that so? Then by your leave, I would very much like to have a word with the fellow in private. No, I'm afraid that will not be possible. Regrettably, he managed to subdue a unit of blades dispatched to detain him and made good his escape. For the love of... And how did he manage that exactly? You men haven't been sampling the summoners we confiscated, have they? Or was he a giant in disguise? No, but he was quite strong. Seawolf, Laminzan born and raised, I believe. But do not worry, we will find him, and you have my word on that. I see. Pray keep me appraised of any developments. Yes? He's standing next to me. Understood. I fear our time together is at an end, my friend. Your services are required elsewhere. Awfully disappointing. I know, but one must follow where duty leads. You might try to look a little disappointed. Or do you mean to give me another one of your stoic nods? You do, don't you? There it is. Nod. What do we got? We got... Let's take that one. Let's find out if it's actually any better than what I'm wearing now. I kind of doubt it, but guess we'll find out. Nope, of course not. All right. Thancred is information on your next assignment. Dies? That's kind of weird. Antecedent bid me well to tell you to make for best for Bay, where young Alphanat awaits your coming most eagerly. There, yes, thank you. Let's see, is that 140? So I'll do 120? It's either 120 or 140. You know what? I'll just kind of move the box gently down. There we go. Some commotion or incident. I'm not privy to details. Well, whatever you do with what is Alphanod's plan for you, I cannot read today. I endeavor to track down our traitorous brass blade, and when I do, you may rest assured we will have our answers. All right. Speak with Alphanod. Where is he at? That didn't help me. There we go. Vesper Bay. All right. Vesper. Okay. Okay. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. It's just kind of big for my liking, but it's fine. I'll make do. Okie dokie. And down we go back into... Wait. He's outside. I was gonna say, I have to go back into Vesper Bay again. You are late. Well, that's because I had a warp here and, like, there's no crystal here, you know. No matter, I know where our visitors are headed. From what I've been able to gather, this vessel belongs to abandoned Domans who seek an audience with the Sultana. You're familiar with Doma, yes? In Orthard? Well, like the rest of the nations of the Eastern Continent, it is ruled by the Garlean Empire. Given our visitors' unannounced arrival, as well as the state of their ship, I suspect they did not leave their homeland under the best circumstances. Needless to say, I should be very interested to hear their tale, and much more importantly, what they know of the current state of affairs in the Empire. Such information could prove useful. We would be fools not to pursue this opportunity, do you not think? Come with me to Oda, Azurius. Unless I'm mistaken, I'm rarely mistaken. You will find the Domans bickering with the Sultan sworn on the Royal Promenade. You're uncertain of your role in the proceedings? Insurance. If our guests are not themselves Imperial guests, it seems fair to assume that they may be pursued by some. And if not, who better than you to have on hand in the event of unforeseen diplomatic... I'm literally being a bouncer right now. Kinda. Like I go in, but I'm like the bouncer for like the... thing. The inside, the security. There we go. That's what I was looking for. Besides, I do enjoy your sparkling repartee. Satisfied? Good. I shall see you in Oda. Okay, I guess I'm going to Oda now. Why couldn't they just warp me there? I mean, I get it. I thought I was taking this boat, but whatever. Okay, so where is this exactly at? That is next to the Alchemist Guild. The closest thing is the Chamber of Rule. Okay. Internet, Chamber of Rule. Okay. You know, I haven't played in so long that I forgot there was a sprint action. Whoops. It matters not how many times you ask. Without the necessary permissions, none shall pass. Pray understand, good sir, we have not the leisure to lodge a formal petition. Time is of the essence. All I ask is that you summon your superior. Allow me to plead my case. Surely you can grant us that small kindness. Away with you, and darken these doors no longer. I will not ask again. You look like you're from WoW more than you are from Final Fantasy 14, but yeah. You know not what you do. I gather your pleas fell upon deaf ears. The loyal man with a cold heart, I know his kind well. Hope that you will find me more to your liking. Alphanod Levelier, at your service, a friend. Which I believe makes me very nearly unique, in this part of the world at least. Few indeed are your allies in Oda, yet you will need some if you wish to endear yourself to the wealthy and powerful. Pray join me and my associate at the quicksand. There you may explain your situation to us. Let's see if there's aught we can do to help. Okay. Alright, well, that's not very far away. Adventurers Guild. I don't know why, but I assumed Vesper Bay again. And I'm like, huh? So, to the quicksand. Which was the Adventurers Guild, right here. Truthfully, it's not very far, but just teleporting everywhere is always nice. Right in here.
We have traveled some several thousand miles across the sea from the nation of Doma, in hopes that we might find sanctuary in these lands.
Sanctuary, Lady Yugiri?
Aye. Lying within Othard, Doma was under the dominion of the Garlean Empire, as I'm sure you are aware. When the War of Succession broke out in Garlemald, we espied an opportunity to free ourselves from the yoke of imperial oppression and took up arms. Only to be crushed. And so I gathered what few Domans escaped the reckoning and guided them hither to your shores.
A war of succession? Then the Emperor... Forgive me. You said that Doma was under Imperial rule, did you not?
Doma is gone. Razed to the ground as an example to the other provinces.
12 have mercy. And your people?
On a ship anchored in Vesper Bay, flying borrowed colors. Many were complicit in the rebellion, or akin to those who were. They will not come ashore until I send word that it is safe to do so. I sought an audience with your rulers, but was summarily refused.
The lords of Ul'dah are not wont to entertain foreign refugees without suitable encouragement.
Mayhap I was foolish to expect otherwise, but our supplies run low and we have young ones in urgent need of care. I have seen the tents outside the gates, however. We are not the first to seek asylum, nor will we be the last.
Be that as it may, Ul'dah is no friend to Garlemald. Your tale would stir the hearts of many men and women here. The Sultana and the Syndicate will not be so easily swayed, but I shall see that you are granted an opportunity to plead your case.
This is within your power?
Well, far be it from me to boast, but I do have the ear of certain influential individuals.
I am in your debt.
Lady Yugiri, forgive me for observing, but your choice of attire seems like to evoke feelings of mistrust.
Men are wont to fear the unfamiliar. We know this from experience. We seek only to spare the people of Ul'dah unnecessary disquiet.
I shall defer to your experience, then.
I thank you for your understanding.
It seems I have urgent business with the Flame General. I leave our guests in your capable hands.
So capable that I immediately stood up. He's gonna show like a party trick or something like that. Be like, hey, do you want to find where the ball is under which cup of these three? If I may, sir, as I said earlier, we've been out of the sea for some several moons. Our supplies are all but spent. I have not the heart to repeat the tales of our tribulations, nor would please you to listen to them. I think suffice it to say, however, sacrifices have been made. Though it shames me to beg for more when you have already offered so much, desperation compels me. Gentle sir, if you or your associates could spare any provisions, anything at all, will go a long way to lessen suffering of my people. Okay, where am I going now? Game, can I zoom in? Hello? Oh, it's like right in front of me. Never mind. It would be nice if I could zoom in further than that right now. Why didn't you say so sooner, Azurius? Of course I help. You couldn't have picked a better day to tell the truth. A wealthy merchant and his entourage were due to have a banquet here on the morrow. See, but just sent word that they can't come, meaning I got a boatload of foodstuffs and no one to feed. But so they paid me for the lot in advance. Ha ha! Go and call the Freedora and Catherine at the Sapphire Avenue Exchange. Tell them I said the ship the Little Princess ordered to the Wakened Sands. Well, if they argue, just show them those letters. Let's just set them straight. Yeah, if only it was that easy, just have like a banquet shipped to an entirely different place. Sapphire Avenue Exchange, right next to me. Okay. That'd be like a weird situation. It's like, oh, hey, food. It's gonna kind of move it somewhere else. Right over here. Hello, I got some stuff for you. Yes, there you go. I would not speak for the children, but if you ask me, any man that can't enter his crust deserves to go hungry. That's your problem. That is your problem. They're right next to me. So I'm like, where's the other one? Hello. You know, I shouldn't encourage them like this. They'll start to expect it, you mark my words. That's your problem, not mine. All right. And back we go. They didn't give you any trouble, did they? Good, now go and tell Lady Yugiri it's all in hand. Alright. There you go. I dare not hope for such monogamy. Must let you expect it. Mistress Monomi is generous indeed. I shall be sure to thank you most humbly. Lady Yugiri, I breathed the flame general of your situation. I think you'll be pleased with this reply. We've been granted an audience? Before the Sultana and the Syndicate both, we should return to the Royal Promenade at once. You have done much for us, Master Alphanat. I swear we shall return the favor. Naught is owed, Lady Yugiri, for naught has been given. This small favor you fairly won with your words, and it is with words that you must win the favor of the Syndicate. Then I shall choose him with care. Then you shall choose him, not me. You'll be accompanying us, yes? Good. Your presence may serve to remind the Syndicate of the true meaning of philanthropy, and that nothing so unpalatable will be required of them, assuming the Domans are willing to earn their keep. Come, the Flame General awaits us on the Royal Promenade. Or like I gotta be there for a flag to be like, hey, you did the quest part. Alright. Back to the Royal Promenade. It was the chamber. You know what? I think I have a way to fix the teeny mouse problem. It's literally my mouse itself. It's not a Final Fantasy styled mouse, but it's bigger than what the normal cursor is. A pleasure, Azurius. The others are already inside. Let's not keep them waiting.
I, Yugiri of Doma, am honored to meet you at last, Your Grace. To mark this auspicious occasion, I should like to present to you the finest treasures our humble nation has to offer. Alas, the circumstances which have brought me here today have divested me of both time and dignity. I come before you as a pauper in direst need of aid, to request that you grant my people asylum.
I, Nanamo, 17th in the line of Ul, welcome you to our city. Be at ease, Lady Yugiri. Although I myself have heard the tale of your misfortune, I would ask that you recount it once more for the benefit of the others here present.
As you wish, Your Grace. For many years, my nation, Doma, suffered under the yoke of imperial rule, and my people yearned to be free. Thus, when a war of succession broke out in Garlemald, we sought to take advantage of the chaos and reclaim our liberty. Alas, our enemy proved less preoccupied than we had hoped, and our rebellion was put down in the most brutal fashion.
Those who survived, how many do they number?
More than 200 souls huddle within the cramped confines of our own galleon's hold. Yet this figure accounts for but one of a number of ships which escaped the purge. It is my hope that you will allow us all to dwell within your walls. Should that prove unfeasible, however, I humbly ask that you accept as many of my people as your resources allow. Pray understand, we do not beg a boon, but propose instead an arrangement. We would serve as soldiers or tradesmen until our debt is repaid.
What are the Syndicate's opinions on this matter?
I, for one, think it's a marvelous idea. Lady Yugiri and her people strike me as an industrious lot, and there are parts of the city which have yet to be fully restored. If they are willing to work, I see no reason not to let them.
The head of the Mirage Trust is not known for his generosity. He sees profit in this.
Can you talk a little louder, or the echo didn't catch you?
That said, these are foreign refugees. To admit them would require a formal resolution. Shall we call a vote?
The law is the law.
Lord Lolorito?
Tell me, are you blind or willfully ignorant? Even now, our streets are choked with the displaced victims of the Calamity and Alamigan refugees. They live hand to mouth, subsisting on aid provided by the immortal flames, the cost of which grows ever higher. The wealth of Ul'dah is not without limits, my friends. And need I remind you that these refugees are prone to violence and criminal activity? You have all read the reports, I think. Without homes or employment, it is only a matter of time before men grow desperate and take that which they imagine has been unjustly denied them. Yet, knowing this, you would have us swell their ranks. Mayhap you think the brass blades and the flames are not hard-pressed enough?
Some say the chairman of the East Aldenard Trading Company passes Gil thrice daily. This may explain how he came to be the wealthiest man in Ul'dah. Or it may simply be that he's ruthless beyond reckoning.
Surely the Sultanate can support the few hundred domins Lady Yugiri represents. That our resources have been taxed, I do not deny. But we are hardly in danger of financial collapse. I move that an exception be made.
An exception, Your Grace? I am suddenly reminded of a similar debate some years ago regarding a number of Alamigan refugees, if memory serves. What were your words that day? Yes. The law is the law. And so our visitors remained in Little Alamigo. Mayhap our wise and benevolent Sultana would be so good as to enlighten us as to which other of our laws should not be upheld.
Mind your tongue, Lolorito.
My lord, I share your concern for the welfare of our great nation, but we must endeavor to take a longer view. You know as well as I that people can be a resource still more precious than gil.
Precious or not, they were never yet so reliable. And unlike those who frequent your establishment, I have no desire to gamble with my future. Uldar's greatest asset is, and has ever been, her material wealth. We risk this at our peril. One need only look to Teleji Adeleji's example for evidence of the danger in allowing sentiment to dictate policy. How far the vaunted Mirage have fallen, both in repute and profitability, since he began employing refugees.
How I choose to conduct my affairs is not your concern, my lord.
A proposal has been tabled. Given its urgency, I move we forego further debate and call a vote. To accept the Doman refugees or not. Those in favor, I bid you remain. Those opposed, I bid you leave.
Would that it were within my power to welcome you and your people, Lady Yugiri. As you have observed, however, my authority in such matters is regrettably limited. Without the consent of the Syndicate, I cannot act.
I understand, Your Grace, and I appreciate all that you have done on our behalf.
The nerve of the man! If that bastard had not forsaken the eastern trade route, little Alamigo would now be thriving. Oh, that you should have traveled so far under such dire circumstances, only to be refused in this manner is utterly unconscionable. Pray, accept my sincerest apologies.
Now that the Empire no longer poses an immediate threat, they see little reason to maintain the pretense of unity. The Monitorists have grown especially defiant of late. Lord Lolorito most of all. But this is neither the time nor place for that discussion.
What do we got going on here? I just sat there and listened to a lot of politic talk. But honestly, yeah, that guy's a little jerk. I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of people just want to punt him. As you observe, Lolorito is not afraid to speak his mind, nor is he like to change it. Oft have I wondered how a man so skilled at weighing the worst of things should be so incapable of seeing the value in people. But I'll waste no more words on him. Not when the Domans are yet in need of aid. Everyone, follow me to the Hall of Flames. You forgot to take me. Oh, it's like right there. It's not very far away. Speaking of which, why isn't it showing up on my minimap until I get closer? That's... Wait, here. That's not what I'm looking for. Before, it used to, like, show where they're at. Okay. Now I kind of have to zoom in a lot and basically find out if I'm going the right way or not. Okay, it's right there next to the thingy. That's not very far, but... Why is my minimap all screwed up? Come on. Okay, configuration. Nope. Map. HUD, party list, general, control, log window. I'm just gonna have to figure it out. There we are. Probably because everything's so small on it still that it's like acting up. The Syndicate has spoken. I see no point in moving that the matter be reconsidered. The Monitors have made their position clear. Agreed. Oda is not an option. Nor Limsa Melinza or Gudania. I judge given the state of their eternal affairs. Which leaves our Doman friends confined to a ship. Gods, the thought of them huddled in an airless hold with no hope of better treatment. Would that I have more time to find an alternative, a place not bound by the concerns of the great nations? You're an idiot. You're an idiot. We have a place. Why is this a problem? Ophelia, that is precisely what I wish to discuss. I understand the Syndicate's decision, I do. We all wish to preserve that which is ours, especially when we believe it to be under siege. But I cannot meekly accept this judgment, not while my people suffer. It would be out of the question for the Sultanate to accept us for a limited time, a week mayhap, or even just a few days. Excellent, I shall keep you informed. Actually, I don't think that probably might even be worse, because then it'll be like, well, once they get used to it, but like they'll just get annoyed with it. Hey, Yugiri, I have a proposal if you would hear it. Out with it, Master Alphanad. The headquarters of my order, the Scions of the Seven Dawn, stands in a place called Revenant's Toll, an outpost in Mordona. Like most outposts, it is frequented by mercenaries and other men of action, and lacks the comforts of a more well-established settlement. However, leaders of Revenant's Toll have been doing their utmost to change that. To that end, they have needed able-bodied individuals willing to work as frontier hands, hard labor, lest you doubt, with not safe food and shelter by way of reward. Terms not like those which you yourself proposed, Lady Yugiri. Though when I hear a word against our beloved Oda, Revenant's Toll would offer certain advantages, the absence of unhelpful bureaucracy being the most obvious. If they can accommodate us all, we will gladly accept. Accept? There we go. Master Alphanado, once again find yourself in your debt. Pray, do not thank me, my lady. The life of your people is to the one of hard labor and few comforts, as I told you. Before that, there remains the matter of how they may safely be borne to Revenant's Toll, which will be no small feat considering the distance and their present location. Condition, either way, that's the same word. We have the Old and Adventurers Guild maybe your assistance. Look for me there, non-Azurius. These main story quests have been being like, go here, go here, go here, go here. Literally, I've been going back and forth in the same dang city. Okay. Going back to the place I was just at not long ago. All right. Hello. We're concerned that the Dolmen refugees may find the journey to Revenant's Toll too much to bear. Too long have they been... Why is this a problem? Oh wait, they need to tune the Aetherite. Never mind. Never mind there. Too long have they been sequestered aboard this ship with insufficient supplies and scarce room enough to breathe, let alone stretch their limbs. With that in mind, Mistress Monomedi has kindly offered to accommodate the Dolmens, and with such time they already set out for Mordona. Those healthy enough to travel will embark as soon as transportation has been secured, while those too weak will leave at once to be permitted to stay until they regain their strength. Where is Sid in his airship when we need him? What news? Transportation remains our greatest obstacle, General. Is there aught the Mortal Flames can do? I fear that exceeds our mandate. We have an airship! Come on! We're the small number may have would go unnoticed. Oh, that makes sense, I guess, but the Syndicate will not bear the cost of escorting more than 200 dolmens to Mordona. When the government fails to act, responsibility falls to us private citizens. I will engage the services of 77 caravans on the dolmen's behalf. Very well, we should begin contract negotiations at once. That was weirdly timed with the music. Your generosity is most welcome, my lord. And that's just the music of it turning like daytime. After all has befallen these good people, is the least I can do. Come on, May, we shall ever have a friend in Udai, Lady Yugiri. And you in reverence told, my lord. Well, it sounds like we all have work to do, Lady Yugiri. Let's put our heads together and settle the details of our arrangement, shall we? I would entrust the task of escorting our Doman friends to you, after you have rested your own world-weary legs, of course. What say you? Stoic nod. What do we got? I'll take that one. Better or worse? It is not. Okay. More dumb rings. Okay. As we speak, the Dolmens prepare for departure at Vesper Bay, wherefrom they will be transported by carriage to Oda. That said, this has all been decided rather suddenly. It would not surprise me if the refugees required some assistance in coordinating their preparations. Serious, I would have you return to Vesper Bay and facilitate the process, though task great and small. In short, whatever must be done, do it. Speak with the man named Hosen when you arrive. As Lady Yugiri tells it, he has been designated the leader of the first group. Okay then. Warp into Vesper Bay. Where is this quest marker? Over there. Greetings. Alphanat informed me that the Scion will be arriving to help with the preparations. I am honored to meet you, though shamed as well. Great words should not be tasked with such trivialities. I knew from a glance what manner of man you were. I too have some skills at arms, and so do many of our people. Pray forgive this trouble. I might trouble you to help round up the children that have been given into my care. They are most adept at staying hidden from my sight, and perhaps you keen now to see where I have failed. You have my thanks, friend. Pray seek out our son Yozen. We can tell you more. I thought that was right there for a second. Yozen is there. Oh, hello there. I'm Yozan, son of Hozan, who will be coming with us to Oda. I hear we're traveling by horse-bird-drawn carriage. Oh, but don't you think they're queer? Giant birds that people ride like horses? I still want to try riding one, but... Is that you're looking for the others? Don't worry, I already told them to get ready for the carriages. I don't need your help, though. We were just finishing a game of hide and seek. 3 players are still in hiding, and since Lady Yugiri told us to take it really seriously, they will move until they're found, but Vesper Bay isn't that big. I bet you can find them in no time. Of course. Of course. Let's see, I'm gonna assume... Yep, there's one. Hey, you're not Yozan. Who are you? I'm Koharu, Azurius Carmine. I didn't know anyone else was. Wait a minute. You're one of those, stallions, aren't you? No. No, scions. Then you must know Lady Yugiri, right? Isn't she great? She's really good at hide and seek, too. All right, it's almost time to go. Nice meeting you. That's because she's like a ninja. Okay. More people in hiding. Let's see. I'm going to assume behind here. I was wrong. How about over here? There's one. Are you playing? Ah, no fair. Yozan didn't say anything about adults. Huh? We get to ride a horse-bird carriage? I don't know, it sounds scary, but if Yozan says it's safe, I'll go. Okay. One more children in hiding to go. I'm gonna... Found them. How'd you find me? Well, I guess I need to practice more. I just assumed you were up high. Maybe you're just good at this. I mean, the Garleans didn't find me. Okay. And I gotta talk to you again. Woo! Wonderful. All the children are accounted. Hide and seek? I say that you are curious. It's quite simple, really. Yuri thought it best that the children know what to do in case the Garleans found us. I should hope that those days are behind us, but I nevertheless take comfort in knowing that we are prepared. I thought for a second he was about to explain what hide and seek was to me. What do we got? Take that. Let me guess. Still garbage. Yep. All right. Those, on the other hand, I don't know if they're good or bad. First caravan is due to depart shortly, followed by the rest at regular intervals. My family and I, including my stubborn old father, Home, will be traveling in the lead carriage together with young Koharu, whom I believe you've already met. Though I understand the road to Uda is regularly patrolled by your brass blades, it would give us great comfort if you agree to accompany us on our journey. Once again, I thank you for your kindness. When you're ready to leave, please inform our coachman. Coachman, who's up this way. I have all these blue quests over here I probably should do at some point just so I can actually do them. I think there's like features or something that I would get if I did them. But oh well. Hello, coachman. Eager to be off, are you? Oh, well, I was meaning to have a word with you about that. Runner from the Blade said we might have a problem. Fierce-looking beastie's been sighted south of the bridge to Hammerley. Maybe someone's eyes are playing tricks on him, of course, but I don't pay to gamble in this business. I know you can handle yourself in a fight, and this lot's another story. So I was thinking you might go on ahead and have a look around. Okay, kill things. And when you're satisfied the way is clear, meet us outside on the horizon. Okay. Time to find it and kill it. That's a lot farther than I thought it was. Literal eye. All right, time to go all the way back. So there was a beastie, was being the operative word, eh? Aha! Well fought, sir, well fought. If only I were in better health, I should have been proud to stand at your side. Hey, my son, no mind. He forgets that his responsibilities preclude acts of daring do. Be that as it may, I cannot help but envy you. Had we been able to call upon heroes of your strength and skill in Doma, things would have been very different. But we cannot change the past. Those who fought and fell are forever lost to us. Lost but not forgotten, Lady Yugiri's kinsmen least of all. They fought fiercest, though they knew full well it was in vain. She had every right to walk away, yet she chose to stay. Food, shelter, the promise of a better life. All this and more we owe to her. How does one even begin to repay such a debt? I'm kind, Father, to she who has been given everything we shall give her all. Whatever work there is to be done, we shall do without question. Ditch, digging, bricklaying, it matters not. Revenant's toll will grow and prosper by our hands. Hey, Mr. Azure, Koharu and I want to know why you became an adventurer. This one. So you like roses? I think I understand. I mean, they're nice and everything. But don't they grow in lots of places? It's my turn now. Excuse me, Mr. Azure, I got a question. What's Revenant's toll like? Is it pretty? It's a stone's throw from an imperial castrum. It's a bustling outpost frequented by countless adventurers. The bastion of civilization, the harsh and unforgiving wilderness. I'm gonna say countless adventurers because that one seems like the best option. You mean there are lots of people there who are just as strong as you? Oh, I can't wait. I don't want to get their hopes up too much. Enough, Koharu. It's my turn again. Mr. Azure, when I'm older, I want to be strong like you. What do I have to do? Buy weapons and armor from Rowena. Train every day, fight ferocious beasts. Seek out new experiences and adventures. Of course, to be a better adventurer, you need to go adventuring. All right. That's enough questions for Mr. Azurius. I wonder if these questions have anything to do with anything. That's not fair. Why does Yozan get to ask 2 questions? I want to know about adventuring just as much as he does. Just one more, please. Do you think I could be an adventurer like you one day? Really? Then I will. Thanks for the advice, Mr. Azurius. I won't forget it. I'm going to be an adventurer too. When we get to Revenant's Toll, let's make an adventurers guild for Domans. We'll protect our friends and punish the wicked, just like Mr. Azurius and Lady Yugiri. Yeah, just like Mr. Azurius and Lady Yugiri. We can talk about it more in a carriage on the way. Will you be joining us? They are transporting like what, 5, 6 people, and they have hundreds. This is gonna take some time. Oh. It's kind of a weird spot for the next thing. All right, and right inside we go. Ah, Azurius, I take it the first group has arrived? Excellent. Is there aught else? No, I have matters well in hand here. You and Lady Yugiri should travel to Revenant's Toll forthwith. I'll take that one, I guess. This past time, Lady Yugiri met with the guild representatives in Revenant's Toll. Since I do not foresee any further matters arising here in Thanalan which might require your personal attention, I would instead have you serve as escort to the Doman delegation for the duration of the journey. Speak first with Slathborn upon your arrival. He's the one with whom the Domans will be working most closely, I should think. Afterwards, introduce Lady Yugiri to Minfilia and the guild emissary. If both meetings go well, the resulting tie should stand the Domans in good stead for what is served to come. Okay. Speak of Slathborn and Revenant's Toll, so they just let me warp to Mordona. Okay. She's right there, and then she'll probably be in Mordona in a second. Speaking of which... Nope. Still garbage. Alright. Let's see. Where's Quest? There you are. And this must be the esteemed Lady Yugiri and her associates. I greet you all as friends and bid you welcome to the toll. I hope you do find our Darf refineries off-putting. Do not find... wow. I hope you do not find our Darf refineries off-putting. Though, poor though we may seem, we have wealth of spirit and camaraderie to spare. See, race and creed don't enter into it here. We welcome all sorts, provided they are willing to earn their keep, of course. You are no strangers to hard work, Mr. Slapborn. Master Slapborn, either way. You may rest assured that we will carry out your orders with due diligence. Oh, not for a moment I see doubt in your commitment, my lady. You pray understand, I give the same speech to all new arrivals, and you needn't bow your head or call me master either. We're both onto your hands as far as I'm concerned. As you wish, Slapborn. May this meeting mark the beginnings of a long and fruitful relationship. Our guests have yet to meet the antecedent? Azure, why are you wasting time with me? See them the Rising Stones. Where's the Rising Stones again? Oh. Never mind. To whom much is given, much is expected. Forgive me, I require a moment to compose my thoughts before meeting with your leader. We shall join you at the Rising Stones anon. Okay. Rising Stones is right here. So many random quests. Okay. It's just no use. I'm sorry, that should be a silver thing. It's no use! Our attempts to reach the students about Destiny continue to meet with failure. Aranga has explored other avenues of inquiry, but they too have yielded not. We'll persevere, of course, yet within our hearts the truth is clear. We are but awaiting confirmation of that which we already know. How fare the Domans? I'm given to understand you kept quite busy in Vesper Bay. Mayhap you question the wisdom of aiding refugees when the primal threat remains unsolved. I should not blame you if you did, nor would I deny this matter falls outside our normal purview. Be that it may, I would not ignore the plight of these refugees, not when it was within our power to help them. Lady Yugiri is here? Please show her in. I would very much like to meet her. We have no objections. Pray do so with our blessing. Your answer pleases me beyond words, my lady. But are you quite certain? We have no way of knowing how many might answer my summons. There we go. In the event that Revenant's soul cannot accommodate us all, we would need to find an alternative solution. Should that come to pass, we will find it together. As ever, it has been a pleasure, Antecedent. Alas, we must take our leave as the first carriages are due to arrive at any moment. Should you require aught else, pray speak with Slapborn and Lady Yugiri. Zurius. That was weird. That was a weird way of phrasing that, but okay. Lamin and I will make our necessary preparations to ensure that our Doman friends feel at home upon their arrival. Though I must admit that I'm still troubled about the matter of the missing crystals. Ishola should be returning anon with a report from a field. Mayhap you could wait here and speak with her upon her arrival?
How goes the fishing? Caught anything slippery?
Aye. Our suspicions were well founded. The Serpent Reavers are indeed the culprits.
The plot thickens.
Has there been any movement in Thanalan?
It has been blessedly quiet, which is to say the Amalja are being no more or less of a nuisance than usual, summoning Ifrit with such crystals as they have hoarded. Urianger, too, reports not out of the ordinary.
Then we have our explanation.
Your explanation for what, pray tell?
For the recent spate of crystal thefts in Thanalan, we naturally assumed that the trail would lead us back to the Amalja. Yet it did not. It led us across the sea unto Vilbrand.
This is unfortunate. Okay.
Vilbrand? There have been reports of increased Sahagin activity of late. Oh gods, they mean to summon Leviathan?
That is the way of it, I fear. Whilst conducting our investigation on behalf of the mineral concern, we came upon evidence implicating the Serpent Reavers. With the aid of the Maelstrom, I was able to verify our suspicions. 'Tis only a matter of time before Leviathan returns to harrow the seas. But there is more. One of the Sahagin, an elder by my judgment, spoke of attaining the gift and knowledge of eternity.
Ugh.
Such a disturbance in the ether. If I did not know better, I should think this device defective. And there is the explanation.
Soon, soon it shall begin. Our Lord shall rise midst surging waves to wash away the finless ones. And I shall be granted the gift and knowledge of eternity, and with the emissary stand equal. Then shall I know no cessation, no oblivion.
Whence comes this promise of immortality? The emissary? We have outstayed our welcome.
The gift and knowledge.
Are the two of you quite well?
You shared that vision, did you not? Even before the Sahagin made mention of the emissary, I recognized Elidibus's words. He is behind this. But surely it is not within his power to grant the echo.
My lady, unless we act swiftly, Leviathan will rise again. The Admiral has already requested that we intervene to prevent this. Failing that, we are to attend to the Primal's extermination.
She will have our full cooperation. Let us make haste to Limsa Lominsa. I mean to play a part in this mission. Tataru, pray, take charge in my absence.
My lady, are you sure this is wise?
I am aware of the risks, but there is something I must see with mine own eyes. The true nature of the echo.
Very well. I shall not stand in your way. On the condition that you permit me to accompany you as bodyguard.
Your company is ever welcome, Thancred.
I take it something ill is afoot.
Aye, a Primal is about to be loosed upon Eorzea.
Primal?
A godlike being whose very existence is a bane upon the land. We scions of the Seventh Dawn are sworn to put an end to their kind.
I see. Know then that I am learned in the arts of war. In return for the kindness you have shown my people, I would lend you my blade.
It would be most welcome. When contending with a primal, one can never have too many able allies. If you crave a more intimate understanding of the problems facing Eorzea, this experience is like to provide it. Be sure to come well prepared.
Nope, I was expecting another cutscene immediately, but this works too. Necklace of Healing. Both of these might be good. Plainly, should the worst come to pass and Leviathan is summoned, our only recourse will be to face him in battle. It's going to happen. Given past experience, you may very well think that that eventually... Exactly! Yet so long as there is even a chance the Primal's return might be prevented, we must needs bend all our efforts towards achieving that goal. Before we do opt out, so let's hasten Linza Luminza and meet with the Admiral. Elite. Meet. She would have been idle in the intervening time, and doubtless have valuable information to share. Alright, well, let's see if, nope. Alright, well, I didn't get those necklaces or anything yet, but I did get something from that other quest. Let's see, speak of Linza Luminza, we go. Alright, and let's see. Closest thing is literally me. Okay, that's fine. Hello, I need to use the elevator. You're expected. Perry takes his lift to the command room. Yep. Welcome, friends. I take it as Tola has appraised you of the situation. Let's waste no time then. According to our best intelligence, the Hagen have not crystals enough to summon their god. Last, we did not count on the Serpent Reavers venturing as far as Thailand to supplement their cache. For our short-sightedness, we are faced with a grim prospect of Leviathan's imminent return. Needless to say, I'm not inclined to let the fishbacks have their way. Even as we speak, the Maelstrom make ready to launch a large-scale operation to thwart the summoning. We would welcome the Scions supporting this endeavor. But if gods forbids our efforts should come to naught, I wouldn't need to trouble you for more than mere support, much as I did when Titan last walked these lands. Lady Minfilia, I'm given to understand that you mean to accompany our soldiers to the front lines. I can only assume that you have sound reasons for doing so. I do, Admiral, but I would rather not be drawn on their nature. I would say only that there's something I would see with mine own eyes. Is that so? Well, I'm not so stubborn as to deny the wish of those who aid I require, but precautions must be taken. I shall require that you remain by my side at all times. With that settled, let us speak of the operation. Zurius, Maelstrom scouts are currently reconnoitering Sahagan movements within the Sapsa spawning grounds. Upon completing their mission, they will return to Operation Staging Point at Camp Skull Valley. I want you to make your way there forthwith, that you might be appraised of the latest intelligence. Commander Falkbreda has charge of the garrison. Skull Valley is right next to Alaport. Not that far. I don't know why I'm warping. I'm like literally like right there, kinda. Technically, not really. A little bit on the ish side. But it looks like we're gonna be fighting Leviathan soon, so cool. Chances are it's not going to be a single endeavor. It's going to be like a party of 8, most likely. And I wonder how easy or hard that will be. I've been expecting you, Silent the Seventh Dawn. On behalf of the men and women here, I thank you for cooperation. The safety of our citizens is paramount. With your aid, we will prevent Leviathan's return. I'll take you. Find out if that's better? Nope. Alright. What do we got here? Probably more stuff that is garbage. As you may already know, Maelstrom scouts have been dispatched to Recontier as Sapsa's spawning grounds. Though it pains me to admit it, the Maelstrom has never faced a foe quite like this before, must proceed with all due caution. Among other things, they have orders to determine where Leviathan might emerge, assuming it comes to that. And yet their return is long overdue. I fear that ill may have befallen them. For better or worse, we must ascertain their fate. It is not too much to ask. I would have you aid us in our search. 5 scouts ventured into the Sapsa all towed. Here, take this flask of Restore to attend those who may have been wounded. Though it pains me to even consider the notion, if they had perished, circumstances permitting, I'd ask you to recover their bodies. By no means venture too deep into enemy territory, however. We can ill afford to lose you at this juncture. I think I know where we're going, honestly. Yeah, right there. All right. I kind of flew into it once before. Mainly because I could just fly places now, so I was like, oh, I got there already. There's a gate there? I don't need no gate. Let's see. What am I looking for here? Where's Wounded Storm Pirate? Excuse me? Where are they? Are they behind this pillar? There they are. Hello. Thank you, I owe you my life. We are ambushed by the Serpent Reavers. Lightly armed as we are, we didn't stand a chance. I was able to flee this far, but the others were captured. They are taking the Serpent's tongue, I'm certain of it. I can make my own way back to camp, but I fear the worst for my comrades. Save them, I beg you. Well, I could do that. Find the missing scouts within the Serpent's tongue. A little bit further on. Alright. To not attract too much attention, I'll just fly over everything. If the game permits it. Yep. Okay. Right there. Hello. Time to just sit here and keep casting Holy until they die. Alright, you can die too. Thank you. Why is this one taking forever? It's weird. The other one was like done like almost instantly. This one's taking a while. It's weird. Let's see if the game will allow me to just fly right over that. Yes, it does. Cool, I can skip the dungeoneering part of the little area game. There we go. Now, if only everybody, story-wise, just had a flying mount of some sort. Just go along and be done with like half these tasks like almost instantly. That was weird. Like I slowly fell to the ground. Your return. Thank the navigator. When I learned that you went to the Serpent's Tongue by yourself, I feared you would meet an untimely demise. But tell me, what became of the others? Dear gods, these wounds were not intended to kill, but to torture and maim. Does their savagery know no bounds? Enemies are no, they go too far. I dread to think what may have become of the two will remain unaccounted for. I pray they haven't suffered the same evil fate. At the very least, one of my men came back alive, and for that I owe you my thanks. The price we paid was dear, but we had the intelligence we need. Even as we speak, the Admiral finalizes the details of the operation. The war horns will sound any moment now. Be ready to sally forth when they do. Take that one. And let me guess. Yep. Always Garbo. These are probably Garbo as well. Thrice darned fishback dastards. I'll kill them slowly, then chase the rotten souls through all the 7 heckies. When did you get there? She was just there the whole time. I didn't even see her. Peace, Commander. We're here for a purpose, and vengeance is not it. I want your mind to be at task on hand, savvy? My apologies, Admiral. You may count on me to keep a clear head. Clear a keep head. Good. According to our sole surviving scout, the Sahagin and their thralls have already begun the mass of the 8th Rite in the depths of Sapsa. If we are to act, it must be now. My men are ready, but we await your orders, Admiral. As predicted, the Sahagin have tightened security in and around the spawning grounds. A frontal assault is like to be met with fierce resistance. Ah, but we are not so artless as that, Commander. We shall divide our forces and strike them hard and fast at key locations. Remember, our ultimate objective is to take the Sapsa 8th Rite and eliminate the Sahagin priests presiding over the summoning. We are not here to kill them all. Maelstrom shall engage and distract the Sahagins Legion of the drowned pirates of the Serpent's Tongue. Commander, you have charge over this effort. Be mindful that the lay of the land there is devilish for attacking forces. Let the foreign levy spearhead the assault and have subsequent units fan out to cover their flanks. At the self-same moment, a diversionary squadron formed of galleons from the Crimson Fleet shall harry the enemy from offshore. And likewise, we Scions shall form a smaller unit in hopes of confusing the Sahagin defensive effort. Azurius and Ishtola, the two of you are to make your way to the site of the summoning ritual. The Admiral's diversion should serve to thin enemies' defenses, rendering your path less perilous. A small party, I believe, should be able to win through without drawing unwanted attention. Tancred and Yugiri, your mission is to lure as many Sahagin as possible out of the spawning grounds. Having done so, take your heels and circle around the joint infiltration unit of Ishtola and Azurius. When all has been set in motion, I myself shall cut a path to the 8th Rite, accompanied by Lady Menthilia as it was agreed. Well, don't let me keep you, friends. To battle! When last did we fight side by side, Azurius? Too long ago, I warrant. But come, let us away. Away we let's go. And in order to fight Leviathan, because it's probably going to happen, it is probably going to happen. Let's see. Stops the spawning grounds. All right, and away we go. Is there like any? Yeah, there. I think I can get there from up here. Yeah, there's an open spot right there, so I can kind of just skip part of it and then go to the rest. So right here. Go around and in. And that should put me about halfway there. Okay, I gotta get to that. Do you just... I guess not. There we are. Now for you. Okay. There's a boss nearby. Not sure where, though. Hello. You actually do aggro, okay. There it is. I kind of don't trust myself to beat a boss, like a raid, not really a raid boss, but a thingamaboober, whatever that they're called, I forget. Fate, there we go. I don't think I really trust myself to do that by myself. Hello. All right, well, if they're all attacking me, then I might as well just do this. Okay, let's see, you go to sleep. And then you. Alright. More appeared right in front of me. I'm like, wait a minute. Yeah, the quest icon above their head. Wow, that health decrease on them was kind of insane there. All right, next. All right, if they're all gonna come and attack me, might as well just get them all then. Okay, just a couple more. And you're dead. All right, next. Really? You aggro? All right. That's not even a Final Fantasy 14 style name. That's literally just a name of something. All right, you're gonna aggro most likely, right? All right, good. We totally fought together, didn't we? Pray do not concern yourself. 'Twas but a glancing blow. It's but a flesh wound. Come, the 8th rite is close at hand. Let us press on.
Damn them. They have made thralls of soldiers and civilians both.
Did I miss much? So that is how you fight in the Far East. Mental note, pick no quarrel with Domans. But seriously, if I am to keep up, I must needs forsake elegance for efficiency. To the Aetheryte!
You'll forgive me my lateness.
I've been something of a liability of late, I know. 'Tis high time I set about making amends.
Long have you shriveled Sorewalkers tormented our kind. But no more! Your time is at an end! You shall perish with salt in your wounds and sea in your lungs. Lord of the world, hearken to our plea. Lord of the world, deliver us from our misery.
Do you feel that?
I know this sensation. It's the echo.
What? Ah! Such power! It is transcendent!
Seven hells.
Strike me down if you will. It is futile! I have mastered the gift. I am eternal! O mighty Leviathan, ruler of the seas, born of waters primordial, I offer unto you this frail flesh, that you might grant your faithful servants deliverance. I beseech you, come forth!
Die, damn you!
Foolish Shorewalker! You cannot kill that which is eternal!
Heavens forfend.
Damn it all!
My being am the way. But it should by right be infinite. Am I not immortal? Curse you, emissary! You promised me everlasting.
Where did he go?
What say you? Nary a single ship? Hells take that sea demon. Gather the survivors and get to shore. Leave the wrecks for the pirates. Leviathan wastes no time. The diversionary squadron is lost. For a mercy, 'twould seem the Primal now makes for open sea. But why does he not press his advantage? Unless... God save us. He means to unleash a tidal wave.
I feel like we could have stopped that from happening, like, if we just kind of killed them before you finished the entire speech, but whatever. I just thought it was kind of funny. I was like, oh, send the 2 spellcasters and everybody else doing the fighting, just be the divisionary, essentially. Understand, I speak no normal wall of water. That which Leviathan makes ready to conjure carries more destructive power than aught seen in nature. Enough to raise entire coastal settlements. If his last attempt is any guide, we cannot suffer history be repeated. Yet how are we able to prevent it? I have no idea. Let's find out. Any better? Nope. It's never gonna be better. Though our plight cries out of action, we must take thought. As long as the Leviathan remains in the open sea, he is effectively beyond our reach. Our fleet is second to none, of that you may be sure. But Limlane herself would struggle the best the Lord of the War on this element. In a straight fight, he will make meat and matchwood of us. We need another plan, that much is plain. Let us return to Limsa and see if we can think of one. Shall await you in the command room. That's basically saying we need to have the quest marker for this thing be in a place that isn't here. Can I... It's funny that this is here, but you can't attune to it. I guarantee during another quest or something like that, I'd probably be able to do that later, but right now is a no. Alright. Let's see. Hi! A lot of people. I always forget the command room's like literally right as you enter the city in this place, so it doesn't take long to get to. Hello.
There used to be a hamlet beyond South Tidegate in western La Noscia. Hearthstone, it was called. Some years prior to the Maelstrom's founding, Leviathan rose from the briny depths and set about unleashing watery hell upon us. On that occasion, the Company of Heroes put him down before he could do too much damage. But when the bastard came next, this time in the wake of the calamity, we were not so fortunate. Weary of ravaging our shoreline, he summoned a tidal wave which fair leveled Hearthstone and washed the soil away for good measure.
The area was subsequently occupied by the Sahagin.
Aye, the thrice-damned creatures transformed it into a spawning ground for their brood. Given the quantity of crystals stolen to feed him and his legion of thralls, we can be fairly sure that Leviathan is stronger now than in his previous incarnations. If that sea demon is left to wreak havoc, what befell Hearthstone may well befall a larger settlement, even Limsa. That cannot happen. The Primal must be stopped.
That was ever our objective, Admiral. But how are we to achieve it? The sea is Leviathan's uncontested domain. The ships of the 3rd Squadron could not close to within 100 yards of the Primal, nor could their cannons pierce his defenses.
I have read the reports, Master Thancred. Our warships may as well have been bloody pleasure barges for all the good they did. 7 hells! Is there no way that we might strike back?
The Company of Heroes defeated Leviathan, having first lured him into an inlet, but we must needs contend with him upon the open sea. it will avail us little to consult past experience.
Admiral, if I may.
Speak freely, Marshal.
By all accounts, Leviathan's most formidable weapon is the very sea itself. Waves and whirlpools, tides and currents, all these things are his to command. The key to victory, I believe, lies in disarming our foe. This, in effect, is what the company of heroes achieved with their ruse. We cannot lure Leviathan from the sea a second time. But what if we could weaken his hold upon the element of water? I have heard of devices capable of such wonders. They draw upon the power of corrupted crystals, I am told. If mounted upon a ship, such a device might be used to prevent Leviathan from bringing the full force of the sea to bear against us, rendering him no more dangerous than any other sea serpent.
Of course! Sid built a similar device to grant the Enterprise safe passage through Garuda's Tempest, did he not?
Begging your pardon, my lady, but to give credit where it's due, this is something I heard from an old arcanist friend of mine.
It makes little difference who thought of it first, so long as it works. Beg the specifications of this device from your friend, and I shall pass them on to our people at Naldic and Vermelis. But before we proceed any further, I would voice one concern. Piercing Garuda's defenses is one thing. Suppressing Leviathan's attacks, quite another. In matters of science, I am as a babbling babe, but I cannot well imagine that such a feat would be possible without a veritable mountain of corrupted crystals. The question being, do we have a ship big enough to bear such a burden?
Mayhap not, Admiral, but two might. Recall you the tale of Mistbeard's greatest haul? It is said that he lashed two ships together, side by side, the better to bear his plunder. By your leave, we might attempt to repeat the trick. The gods know it would be quicker than building a new vessel.
Mistbeard did this. Truly, Marshal, upon the subject of the Pirate King, you are as a scholar.
Now, from what I have gleaned of these matters, the device will need to be in close and constant proximity to the target. To wit, we must lash our twin vessel to Leviathan. This in itself will be no small feat. Ramming speed will be required, but given the weight of the cargo, that will only be attainable with the aid of a towing vessel. Suffice it to say, the task of piloting said vessel will entail considerable danger, and I would not ask it of another. I volunteer myself.
Twill be dangerous for all involved, but we have no better recourse. Very well. Commodore, assemble the remnants of the fleet at Moraby Bay. Give priority to our soundest vessels. The repairs can wait. Storm Marshal Slafierson, command of the operation is yours. I want that twin vessel ready to sail post-haste.
At once, Admiral.
And then there is the small matter of slaying the beast. The fate of Limsa Lominsa rests upon your shoulders once again. Go well, warrior of light.
Time to kill a big sea noodle. Being held as gods also exists in what you call the Far East. Legends tell us that it walked among us in days of yore, but I confess that I never truly believed them. That I should live to behold one is humbling and horrifying in equal measure. Now that I've come face to face with a Primal, I do begin to understand why the Garleans fear them so. What is it? A message, Admiral. I judge it best to be delivered at once. I am listening. According to the Yellow Jackets, a man who has appeared claims to have defeated Leviathan, one of the company of heroes. The details are yet hazy, Admiral. We have dispatched one of our own to question the individual. I'm disinclined to put any store by this claim, and even should it be true, it is as Ishtola said, none save the company of heroes that bested Leviathan. We know how they went about it. If this man is of their number, what could he tell us that we do not know already? And yet, having wagered limbs of survival on 2 ships, some rope, and a pile of crystals, can we afford to ignore this man? If this testimony could yield us a manner of advantage, should we not hear it? The twin vessel will soon be ready. We have no time to wait for the Maelstrom's report on the supposed Primal Slayer's claims. Zuri, seek him out and learn what he knows. At the very least, it will spare you the torment of waiting for the reckoning in idleness. The man you are looking for is believed to be a resident in the Grey Fleet in Lower Losnia. Losha, whatever. The storm private sent in question should already be in the vicinity. May a journey prove faithful. I cannot talk today. Oh my gosh. That's what happens when you don't stream for like a week. Hey, where am I going? Where the heck is that? Oh, I'm attuned to here. Okay. And south we go. Oh, come on. It better not be him again. Now look here, you. Go have your bloody story right after you carry those sack of grains over the mill. But sir, that's what you said before you had me pick those oranges for you. You are mucked out the chocobo stables, and before I rolled that millstone over the mill, and also before. Gods, man, I've worked 3 days straight without a wink of sleep. 3 days, and did you hear me complaining? I suppose some of us just ain't made for the rougher stuff. Alright, I'll give you what you want, and never let it be said that old track don't mean a generous soul. Now pick up your ears, because I won't be repeating myself. Too modest, see? Besides, there's only so much an epicness a man can take in one sitting, you keen? Ahem, the tale of Tractum's epic victory over the dread Primal Leviathan. Now, Leviathan is huge, make no mistake. To give you an idea how big, each of his scales is about as wide as crosses me members long. And that ain't no mean feat, let me tell you. When I fought him, I could barely see for all the brine he was pelting me with. Must have been Lagoon's worth at least. He had knocked me a trusty axe on my hands at one stage. Of course, that proved to be a grave mistake. What happened next? I grabbed him by the tail and tied him up in knots. But not wanting to take all the glory from myself, I let me mates and company heroes handle the rest. Like I said, I'm modest as well as heroic, mayhaps too modest. Now there's some as can say, that's a weird way. Now there's some as say ye can never truly be Leviathan. But you gotta learn to live with him and make the best of a bad situation. Not the company though. Wow, it's you. I'm sorry, I didn't mean it. I was just enjoying the attention is all. I take back everything I said. I was never part of the company of heroes. I'm no marauder. I'm actually a complete coward. I'm nothing but a chocobo dung. No, I'm the maggots you find wriggling in chocobo dung. I had to lie to a woman to tumble them, and that don't happen much. Your member's tiny is pathetic. Why do you have to add that part? Leviathan. Just fair a few years back, I was working as a baker's hand. I was shirking me duties right away, loitering about the harbor when I saw it. A great big massive sea serpent some malms off the coast, with a fleet of galleons making straight for it. Cannons firing. I was so bloody scared I sold myself right there and then. Oh god, just remembering that day made me so almost safe all over again. Hey wait, if you're asking after Leviathan, it means you're planning to fight him, ain't you? Oh, take care. He truly is terrible. Dreadful, I tell you. If you're not careful, you end up in his gullet or at the bottom of the sea. Why, you worthless lying whoreson. I can't believe you made me handle chocobo dung. Azure, System Infilia, were you able to learn aught of use against Leviathan? I beg your pardon, Leviathan. I see. That is unfortunate. At any rate, I have tidings for you. The twin vessel is now complete. We await you at the Morby dry docks. Pray make your way here as soon as you're able. Alright, I guess we're just going to go back to the dry docks now and go and fight Leviathan. It's not terribly far, I don't think. Where the heck am I on this map? Oh, I'm all the way over there. I need to tune to that anyway, so I might as well go over there. Alright, I should be able to fly right over this, maybe? Nope, there's an invisible wall. Uh-huh. I went into the Free Company estate and not where I was actually wanting to go. Let me go all the way around and then go there. Can I go this way? Yeah, this is more likely. I can't see anything right now. At least the game lets me do this. If I follow the lighthouse, it should be pointing, yeah, right at the shore. Perfect. Okay, where is the... Right there, all right. Are you tuned to this? Been a hot minute since I tuned anything. All right. And now... Not that far. All right. I'm told your jaunt to the Grey Fleet proved fruitless. My sympathies, lad. I'll wager it served to take your mind off the events of recent days, though. But enough of that nonsense. The moment of truth is upon us. The twin vessel, the World Eater, I call her, is complete, and she surpasses all my expectations. In addition to her prodigious tonnage, she has been fitted with a platform that you and yours might maneuver freely in battle. I would mention that she's also nigh unsinkable, but I am not one to tempt fate. The World Eater and her crew stand ready, my friend. Just give the word and we shall bury Leviathan. All right. Seems like we're about to fight Leviathan then. I know that look, you already. Having been constructed in some haste, the World Leader may not be pretty, but I assure you she's capable. She has been fitted with what our friends at Naldic and Vimelis are calling an elemental converter. Assuming the thing works, it will use the power of the corrupted crystals on board to rob Leviathan of its hold over water. Depending on how the battle unfolds, you may well need to activate the device manually. Keep that in mind. Oh, it's gonna be one of these ones where we actually gotta do something during the fight. It is expected that the Sahagin and their thralls will attempt to come to Leviathan's defense. Accordingly, the Maelstrom will once again employ diversions. Thancred and Shola will have you assist in this effort. If it is to fulfill its purpose, your divisionary force must not want for numbers. By your leave, I would too volunteer my blade. We would welcome it, having seen you fight in Sapsa. I dare say the fishbacks would find your presence highly diverting. Thancred and Stola, if you will join the Third Levy and Lady Yuri the Fifth. But what words have I for the man who has made sport of slaying gods? Only these: go warily, for the sea is an unforgiving place to wage war. May the navigator guide you through the storm, warrior of light. I would echo the Admiral's sentiments and add a few words of mine own. Know that we have all the utmost faith in you, Azurius. May the crystal bless you and keep you. I like how it's just designated hard right away. There is no standard. All right. All right. World Leader hard. Let's see. Average item level 60, 50. Okay. All right. Here we go. Set up the party because I guarantee I'm going to be talking to a party shortly. That's really not that much MP now I think about it. Here, I have a better one. 1,000, and I have 6 of those. All right, it's kind of a pinch thing, so that makes sense. This is surprising that no one, like, this is weird for a queue. I feel like I should have had something by now. Then again, not many people are on because I was able to join in right away. Like, I had no problems joining into the game. I pretty much was like, log in, and it's like, bam, right in. I was kind of surprised because normally I have to wait in line before I can actually join the, like, the thing. Do. This is insane. Why is this happening? Fun stream moments. Waiting for a queue. Okay. This is kind of why I wish some story quests would allow you to have, like, the ability to do it yourself and have, like, I don't know, like, some sort of scaling going on or something. Because having to do things and just wait and wait and wait sometimes. It's an MMO, I get it. But experiencing the story, on the other hand, is just like, come on, any day now. Okay, never mind. There we go. All right. All right, time to do this. Okay, let me start off with this. Aim at you. Do this. Okay then, that happened. There is so much stuff going on. I'm gonna move a little bit. Okay, you're doing good. Everybody's doing good. The mouse is kind of too tiny for this. I can't find my mouse. Well then. I didn't know that was supposed to happen. Oh, obviously it wasn't supposed to happen. Okay, let me get this going. Okay, so far I think we're doing okay, I think. Okay, good. We survived it this time. Okay, that went much more smoothly that time. Can I, like, move, please? Thank you. I got 2-player commendations. I guess I healed well enough. No one actually really got stupidly low. We all kind of did really fine there. Okay. Hopefully the next stream on mouse will actually be like the accurate size so I can actually see it. Okay.
We Lominsons are sworn to strive, till sea swallows all. And swallow all it would have had Leviathan prevailed. That we still strive now, we owe in no small part to you. Not for the first time, you have delivered Limsa Lominsa from the wrath of a Primal. Never has our nation known a stouter ally. On behalf of my people, I give you my humblest thanks. 'Tis meet that I give thanks to old Mistbeard, too, for his fine solution. Whatever else he may have been, 'tis clear he was a resourceful soul. Would that I had a man like him in my service.
Before I set foot in these lands, I had no inkling that the people of Eorzea contended with such mighty foes. Suffice it to say, their existence came as something of a shock, as did the idea that they could be defeated. This experience has served to remind me of the vastness of the world, and the boundless potential of man. Though I am but a refugee in this realm, I would fain be of use to you in your fight. Know that I am tutored in one of the foremost combat arts of the Far East. It may seem outlandish to the Eorzean eye, but should any of your people care to learn, I would be pleased to initiate them.
And I will see to it that they are grateful. I have no doubt that your knowledge and skills will serve us well. Besides, your art is not so outlandish as you think. Would you not agree, Master Thancred?
Naught escapes your searching eye, Admiral. Few are privy to this information, but Limsa Lominsa is home to a certain secret fraternity. Its members are trained in a form of combat not unlike your own. By my judgment, it should not be beyond such individuals to adapt to the techniques I witnessed you employing with such admirable deftness.
I am heartened to hear this. I too noted a kinship between your style and mine own, though it seemed to me that you fought differently in the beginning.
I suppose I did. What can I say? I'm a man of many talents.
Though you may labor to believe it, Thancred was once something of a scoundrel who fraternized with the criminal class in these parts.
Yestola! You jest, of course.
But for a chance encounter with Alphino's grandsire, he might never have left Limsa Lominsa, or received an education in Sharlayan, or taken up his post in Uldar, which is where he trained in the blade, lest you wonder.
Minfilia, please!
It would seem there is more to you than meets the eye, Master Thancred.
Lady Yugiri, I am told that you and yours came to Eorzea seeking permanent resettlement, and that many domins have since been engaged as frontier hands at Revenant's Toll. Moderna is many things, but a place of refuge it is not. Know that I would like nothing better than to furnish your people with a new home here on Lominsan soil. Alas, racked by instability as we are, our nation is in no fit state to take you in. Yet I'll not have it said that we turned a blind eye to your suffering. Until such time as we can do more, I pledge to send provisions.
We are in your debt, Admiral. I realize that it scarce qualifies as repayment, but if it please you, I shall set about sharing my martial knowledge with your people at once.
You wished a word in private.
The better not to spoil the festive mood. History repeats itself, Admiral. As the kobolds stood before them, the Sahagin resorted to summoning their god over a territorial feud. They acted in self-preservation. It may be that the Sahagin initiated this particular clash, but how it begins does not interest me so much as how it ends.
I have not forgotten our conversation, Yashtola. I am aware that man bears part of the blame for the Primal's existence. Nor am I ignorant of the Sahagins' reason for acting. They sought to secure a place to breed and multiply that their kind might survive. Self-preservation, as you say. But we have as much right to live and thrive as they. If our own survival is threatened, are we to lay down our arms and welcome oblivion? Nay.
And so you kill, that you might live. Yet if living is a right, then that right belongs to all peoples, be they men or beastmen.
I'll not deny your reasoning. But when a storm gathers, it falls to me to see my people safely through it. That is my duty, and I shall do it.
As must we all, Admiral. Stay the course then, but know that it will lead to no good end.
Man has ever put himself first and foremost. To justify his actions, he clads himself in the armor of righteousness, though it be a fancy of his own making. In this, mayhap the Garleans and we Domans are not so different.
Eorzea has become as a raging sea. If we are to keep our heads above the waves, we cannot scruple to drown the man next to us. When hopes of coexistence founder, strength must determine who has the greater right to live.
Man, that experience points, 4,800. That's not gonna level me up anytime soon. Alright. Leminzen Underworld? Admiral has informed me of the arrangement. I have it in my keeping 11 introduction, Lady Yugiri. To the south stands a gate leading to a pier of smaller fishing vessels. Look for an inconspicuous Huron man there. Present the letter to him. He serves as the gatekeeper of sorts. Now, before you go, I'm obliged to remind you that the members of the fraternity to which you'll be introduced abide in the shadows of Leminzen society. They value their independence more highly than pirates and are united by the bond stronger than mithril. To it, they are never invariably wary of new faces. Though it's penned by the Admiral herself, mere words of parchment will get you only so far into their confidence. You must work for every ounce of trust they place in you. But here's the letter. Go to the aforementioned place and show it to the aforementioned man. Oh, and good luck. Oops. So, to the pier I go, which is quite far. I know there hasn't really been much talking in this stream per se, but there isn't, like, it's definitely been a lot of story stuff where it's just constant do more story, do more story, do more story. So I'm kind of paying attention more to that, honestly, but I think people get it. Inconspicuous man. Got business with me, Venture? Yes, I do. There you go. So you're the man the Admiral sent word of. I was hoping I might catch a glimpse of Thancred too. Been a while since I've seen his stupid eating grin, but with all the doe-eyed wenches, I expect he got his hands full. Oh, he's right there with the... Nope, never mind. You must be the Far Easterner that Maro says he wants to train with us. Welcome to Limsa, milady. I'm Yugiri of Doma. It's such an honor to make your acquaintance. I must confess, when I first learned of your organization, I had certain preconceptions as to the nature of your membership, but it seems I was mistaken. You're not the first person to say that, lass. Limsa is a city of pirates, to be sure, and pirates don't give two farts about keeping a spotless reputation. They hardly need a secret society to do their dirty work. Might be as my people and I want to keep the shadows, but we got nothing to be ashamed of. It's similarly better for business that we remain unseen. And so you have developed fighting techniques suited to this purpose. I see. Know that the practitioners of my art, too, are denizens of shadow. 'Tis in stealth that our strength lies. There is much we might learn from one another, I think. Then what are we waiting for? If you would come with us, you Giri of Do-What's-It, we can get acquainted in more private surrounds. Ah, that didn't come out right, did it? Yes, sir, serious. I shall remain with these people for a time, that I might study their ways. Though I am loath to be separated from my countrymen, I take solace in the knowledge that they are in the best of hands. You have been a true friend to us, Domans. No words would suffice to express our gratitude. Ere long, I hope to begin imparting my martial knowledge to the people of Eorzea. When that time comes, it will be my honor to welcome you as a student. Level 90 weapon coffer. Probably not better than what I got now, but might as well click on it and find out. Click, use. Nope. It is Garbo, because if I go to equip it, nope. And it's only white mage too, so that stinks. What do we got? Earrings, earrings, and stuff. Much and more has occurred since first I held Eorzea from the Galleon's deck. Suffice it to say, I did not envision being invited to play a part in your noble struggle. But forgive me, I have kept you over long. Doubtless you have pressing business of your own. Rest assured that I no longer require an escort in this land. When you next meet Lady Minfilia, pray relay to her my humblest thanks. Would that I do so in person, but I need to fulfill my promise to the Admiral. Until we meet again, Warrior of Light. Back to Mordona, which has a warp point. All right. And in we go.
I have been reflecting upon the events which took place during our visit to Vilbrand. If you have a moment, I would share my conclusions with you. Please, bear with me. When the Sahagin Elder summoned Leviathan, he employed the power we have come to know as the Echo. Though I cannot well explain the how of it, it would seem he became immortal in so doing. When the Admiral subsequently slew him, his spirit emerged from his lifeless flesh, a consciousness shorn of physical form. Thus transfigured, he took up residence in the body of his minion with the ease of a man donning a favorite glove. Long have I known that the Echo allows one to pass through the walls of a man's soul, but never did I imagine that it could free us from our own flesh, nor less that our souls could then occupy the next corporeal vessel to take our fancy. It was of this that Elidibeth spoke, an existence which knows neither cessation nor oblivion. And yet, though the Sahagin had mastered his gift and thereby become immortal, he was by no means invulnerable. As we both bore witness, he was ultimately absorbed into Leviathan. And the import of this observation? If the Ascians' mode of existence is indeed the same, it can be inferred that they too are not invulnerable, that they can be destroyed. There exists a legend which tells of souls who are reborn upon the cusp of each umbral calamity, that they might stay the encroaching darkness. To most, it is but a fairy tale, yet recent events have given me cause to wonder, could the legend in fact refer to the Echo? Much and more yet remains unknown, but I am confident that all will become clear in time. For the present, however, what matters is that the key to defeating the Ascians may at last be within sight. With Urianger's aid, It is my hope that I shall fathom this matter ere long. Oh, I was just about to send for you, my friend. Is Artemis?
Grave tidings from the Sharlayan motherland, my lady. It doth concern our distant allies, the students of Baldessian.
What of them?
My lady, the Isle of Val, which for many years hath been the Order's home, is no more.
No more? Whatever do you mean?
I relate only that which hath been conveyed unto me by our agents. An etheric wave of the highest magnitude was recorded in the region. Soon thereafter, 'twas observed that the isle had ceased to be. 'Tis postulated that a magic was evoked, like in power to Ultima.
12 Preserve.
If there are no other matters, I move that today's meeting be adjourned.
It is done, my lord. Forgive my impertinence, my lord, but these orders, I am uncertain as to what end they serve.
Revolution.
All right. Okay, I will, I'll take those. Still garbage. They're always still going to be garbage. Okay, well, I'm getting through a decent chunk of story. I think now might be a good time to call the stream for now. Mainly because I don't want to get through too much of the game in one go, but, you know, that I'm still in post-Realm Reborn. So, next time for Final Fantasy XIV, we're going to continue the main story. Don't really have too much in the meantime to do, obviously, so might as well just continue it. So, thanks everybody for coming. Whoever did. Anyway, I should say. Yeah. Have a good one.